Hey there, welcome in. It's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I'm here to do a reading for the month of December for Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. So we are in Sagittarius season, which is ninth house energy, the house of purpose. Spirituality, long distance travel, your broader worldview, philosophy, all of that kind of fun stuff. So Leo, we're going to look at the overall energy of the month, what or where you find support, a risk worth taking, what new direction aligns with your purpose, and final advice and guidance. All right, and be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Excuse me. I feel like I'm fighting off a cold or something, or it's allergies. I don't know. I can't decide. What or where you find support, a risk worth taking. Oh, nice, Leo. We pulled your energy right here. What new direction aligns with your purpose? Wow, nice. Advice and guidance. All right, so overall energy this month for Leo. I like this energy. Page of Swords. This is being curious, being strategic, coming up with a new plan. You're having a lot of thoughts. You're thinking about learning something new. Maybe you're getting messages or guidance around exploring something, learning something new, trying something different. It looks like you're just really curious, and I like this. I like the energy of the Page of Swords. It's a desire to learn, and it's more intellectual. It's less about doing, and it's more coming up with a plan. So it's the beginning stages of coming up with a plan, learning something. I like this. You're curious. Interesting card for what or where you find support. Nine of Swords. I feel like the reason why this card is coming up for you, Leo, the Nine of Swords is talking about anxiety, worry. You're stressed out about something, and I feel like this is you coming up with a plan. What is the plan? How can you alleviate this worry? Or maybe you're trying to figure out what is it that is stressing you out. You know, what is causing the stress? What is causing, what is this about? So you find support in figuring out why you're stressed out, why you're worried. Coming up with your plan. What's your strategy? What's your plan? What are you going to do? And is it something that you even need to do? Maybe you don't need to do anything at all. Maybe it's just noticing that you're stressed out. Maybe it's just noticing that you're worried about something. And oftentimes things we're worried about, we can get worked up over things that it ends up not being as bad as what we thought it might be. This can be too much. You're too invested in the worry. So put more energy into coming up with a plan. How are you going to move forward? A risk worth taking. We've got the Strength card here. And the Strength card, Leo, this is you. This represents your energy. So whatever it is that you are going through, keep in mind you've been through challenges before. You've gotten through them. You'll get through this one. And another good thing to, to think about, and I think you learn this more as you get older, the more challenges that you navigate through, I don't want to say that it builds resilience, but it also, you learn to trust yourself after a while. So trust yourself. Remember, you have gotten through hard times before. A risk worth taking, invest in yourself. Not that that's very risky, but I mean, it could be if you're considering making a big move or making a big change in your life. But put the focus on you this month. Invest in yourself. Invest in what will help alleviate this worry. Is it going back to school? Is it learning something new? Is it talking to someone? You know, it could be getting a therapist. You know, it's investing in you. Major Arcana card. And trusting in yourself as well. What new direction aligns with your purpose? Queen of Wands. I also feel like this is a great card to represent Leo. It can represent any kind of fire sign. But whatever you're doing this month, make sure it's bringing you back to yourself. By the end of the month, what the universe would like for you is for you to be feeling more like yourself. Standing in your power, standing in your voice, standing in your energy, being the wonderful, powerful Leo that you are, and being able to shine your light and share your gifts with the world. It does kind of feel like this month there's kind of a shadow over you, and we could, you know, bring in the Death card here as well, but it feels like your energy, Leo, is being muted. It's being what's the word I want to use, dampened down by whatever it is that's stressing you out. So do what you need to do to get yourself standing in your power, standing on your own 2 feet. And keep in mind, you have no control over what anybody else is doing, but you do have control over you. You do have control over the choices that you make. So be selfish this month. Put yourself first. Final advice and guidance. We've got the Death card here. The Death card, it's all about transitions, change. You know, that's the energy of death. And that's the energy of this whole year. It's a year of endings. And we're in the final month of this year of endings. So the Death card is a transition. And I do feel like for some of you, that's probably where this worry and stress is coming from. It's this transition. It's stepping into the unknown. You don't know what's coming next. Truth is, we never do. Usually I know, like for myself, my guides are constantly giving me advice or giving me heads up, but they don't give all the details. And I feel like that is available to everyone. So we can have an idea of what's coming up next, but we don't have all of the details. And part of that is because we are powerful creators and we're meant to fill in those details. So keep that in mind, Leo. What direction, what strategy are you going to use to move you forward into this new year? You do have transitions and changes here, so I do feel like that's the big focus here this month is transitioning, it's making a change, and what's your strategy in dealing with or handling this transition. Let's go ahead and pull a oracle card to finish this off. That's a really pretty card right there. So is that one. All right, final card for Leo for the month of December. And if you'd like to book a one-on-one, book a 60-minute reading, and we can look at your 2026 year and get a preview of what's to come. Tree of Life, card number 1. Look at that, card number 1. We're moving into a 1 year, a 10-1 year. We've got card number 1, Tree of Life, fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings. And I do feel like that's what is in store for you in 2026. And it's also, I really feel this strongly for you, Leo. It is about stepping back into your power if you're light is kind of dim. You know, this is stepping into your creativity, and maybe part of the strategy is looking at your, I don't want to say problem, but your situation from a creative lens. But I do really love this tree of life. Life continues on. How are you going to move forward with that? It's a really beautiful energy. And I do feel like by the end of January, I feel like for you, the terrain, the landscape it'll be more visible. You'll have a clearer view of what's going on, and I feel like you'll have a better idea of how to move forward more towards the end of January. But in the meantime, what is your strategy for moving through this transition? All right, sending you tons of love, Leo. Have a great month, and I will talk to you real soon.